And in fact, the old days are pretty recent, but the doctors are now shifting from some old types of medications that, are pretty powerful to some less, narcotic effect type of medications. So our country's kind of going through a change right now in terms of what we use for medications. And so if we can keep somebody from getting on medications that are addictive in nature, that's ideal. That's really ideal. But sometimes we can't help it because it's gotten too far along, and it's the addiction, not only to the medication, but the addiction to the habit of how to react, the habit of how you think, the habit of how you interpret your reality, which is based on your belief system, is so ingrained that it's really hard to just knock it out with psychotherapy alone. But generally, psychotherapy, if you catch it early enough, is good enough. It's more than good enough to be able to help you, again, using some tools to eliminate those wounded traumas that you're carrying around. We've actually shown that trauma is stored in the frontal lobe of your brain. The MRI will show that it lights up in your frontal lobe. So we know that also there was Candace Pert did some work on Molecules of Emotion is the name of her book, where she discovered that people actually create molecules every time they have a feeling. So if you put that together with the fact that you have PTSD in your frontal lobe right here in your forehead, then what they are is molecules. And what we're trying to do is separate those molecules. It's very physical. Separate those molecules over and then process the story that created those traumatic feelings and process them properly, where it goes through your emotion regulation center, known as your amygdala. Help to reprocess them so that they're stored into your long-term memory, no different than if you had a stub toe.